I hope you all are fine. Okay, and I have taught you whatever in my previous class you understood and you liked it. Okay, that was my first online class of chemistry for you in class 8. Okay, so in my previous class I have started chapter number 4, atomic structure. Okay, so some students were confused that why I have taught directly chapter number 4, not why chapter number 3. Why I have not taught was that because your syllabus has been reduced. Okay. Before there were 9 chapters. Okay, in your book it was given 9 chapters. So now the syllabus has been reduced. 4 chapters has been removed. And now total how many chapters you have? 5 chapters. You can see on the screen. I am going to teach you these chapters. Okay, just 5 chapters are there. Okay, and 4 chapters has been reduced. Chapter 2, 3, 7 and 8. These has been reduced. So now total how many chapters you have? 5 chapters. So that is why I have started directly chapter number 4, atomic structure, not chapter number 3. Okay. So I hope now your confusion is not there. Now confusion is not there. Why I am teaching chapter number 4. Okay. As syllabus has been reduced. Okay. So now you have understood why I am teaching this. Okay. So now let us start our class. Okay, and what I am going to teach you today is that of chapter number 4, atomic structure, is that the topic Dalton's atomic theory. So today I am going to teach you the new topic Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, in this topic we are going to learn about the main points what this Dalton has given about this atom. Okay, Dalton has proposed atomic theory. So in this topic we are going to learn about the Dalton's atomic theory. Okay. So let us begin. In 1808 Dalton. Okay. And who was Dalton? Dalton was an English chemist. Dalton was an English chemist. And in 1808 he proposed an idea of atomic theory. He proposed what? Atomic theory. And what were the main points of his atomic theory? Now I am going to explain you one by one. Okay. This topic is all about Dalton's atomic theory. Okay. So now let us learn the main points of Dalton atomic theory. Okay. The main points are, now what are the main points? Number 1, according to Dalton's atomic theory, he told that you know that all the matters are made up of tiny particles. You already know that all the matters are made up of tiny particles. And what is that particle called? That particle is called atoms. What it is called? Atoms. Okay, and you know that atoms are electrically neutral. This means that atoms do not have any charge. It is neither positive nor negative. Okay, it does not have any charge. It is neutral. So what was Dalton's first atomic theory was that all the matters are made up of tiny particles. And what is that particle called? That particle is called atoms, and atom is what? Electrically neutral. It has no charge. Okay, it has no charge. Okay, now that was the first main point of his atomic theory. Okay, now what was the second point? Second point is that you know about this also, that atoms are indivisible. Atoms are indivisible. We cannot divide atom. We cannot create atom. We cannot destroy atom. Can we create atom? Can you create an atom? No, we cannot create atom. Can you destroy the atom? No, we cannot destroy the atom. Atoms are indivisible. It can neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, so that was the second main point. Now what is the third main point? Okay, the third main point is that, okay, for that you see here what I am drawing and what I am telling you. Okay, so we know that all the elements are made up of atoms. So here I am taking for example gold. Okay, gold. This is a piece of gold. Okay. So in gold is what? So gold is what? Gold is an element. Gold is what? It is an element. So in gold, what will be present there? only gold atoms. What will be there? Only gold atoms will be there in gold. These are what? Gold atoms. In gold, there will be gold atoms. So the atoms of the element, it should be of same element. Atoms should be of same element. So they will have same mass and same properties. The atoms of an element. Okay. And it is what? That same element. Not that in gold what silver atom will come. No, no. So the atoms of an element, they have same mass and same properties. So atom present here will have, all the atoms will have same mass. Okay, it is not that this will have less mass, the other will have more mass. No, it's not like that. Okay, the atoms of an element will have same mass and properties of atoms are also same. Okay, so that was the third main point. Was what? Was that the atom of an element, they have same mass and same properties. Okay, now what is fourth main point? Okay, so fourth main point is that. Okay, see here again. Again I will take the example of gold and silver. This one is gold. This is gold, this is an element. Okay, it's a piece of gold I have taken. Okay, now this one is silver. I have just taken a small piece. This is a gold. Okay, and this one is a silver. Okay, so in gold what will be present? Only gold atoms will be present. What will be present? Gold atoms. And in silver what will be present? Silver atoms. In gold, gold atoms will be present, and in silver, silver atoms will be present. So here you can see this one is gold atom, this one is silver atom. So the atom of one element is different from the other element now. The atom of one element is different from the other element. Here gold atoms are there, here silver atoms are there. So they are different, no? They are different. So atoms of one element is different from the atoms of another element. Okay, here only silver atoms will be there, here only gold atoms will be there. In oxygen, oxygen atoms will be there. In sulfur, there will be sulfur atoms. So the atoms of one element, they differ from the other element because they will have different mass and properties, and they will have their own mass and properties. So the atoms of one element, they differ from the another element. So I hope you have understood this fourth main point also. Okay, now let us see what is the fifth point. Okay. You know that matter is made up of tiniest particle, atoms. Atom is the smallest unit of a matter. Okay. So in chemical reaction, atoms are the smallest unit to take part in the reaction, to take part in the chemical reaction. So atoms are the smallest unit. Atoms are the smallest unit because matters are made up of what? Tiny particle, the smallest unit, that is atom. So atoms are the smallest unit to take part in the chemical reaction. Okay, they are the smallest one to take part in the chemical reaction. Now, what is the sixth main point? Sixth main point is that when the atoms combine, of of an element, when the two different elements they are made up of atoms, so when they combine these elements, so what they will form? They will form a compound, but these atoms will combine to form molecule, and elements combine to form what? To form the molecule of a compound, like H2O. Here hydrogen and oxygen combines. Hydrogen atoms, oxygen atoms, they combine, and what they form? They form the molecule of a compound. It is what? One molecule of water, and water is a compound. Okay, so that was sixth main point of Dalton's atomic theory. Now two more points are left. Okay, so let us see what is that two more also. Now number 7 main point of this Dalton atomic theory is that you know that atoms of an element, they combines to form a compound in a fixed proportion. Okay, so when these atoms of an element, there are numbers of atoms, Okay, when they combine to form a compound, so their number of atoms, they do not change, they are fixed. They are fixed. Like H2O. Do their number change? Do their number of atoms change? No, they are fixed. H2O. 2 hydrogen atoms are there, 1 atom of oxygen is there. So their number of atoms do not change. Okay. So now the last main point of this Dalton's atomic theory is that atoms combine in a ratio. They combine in a simple ratio. About ratio also you know. What is the ratio of water? It's 2:1. So these atoms combine what? In a simple ratio. Okay. So let us see a few examples of this atoms combining and forming a simple ratio is that. What is the formula of this water? Is H2O. Okay. Here 2 atoms of hydrogen combines with 1 atom of oxygen. Okay. So what will be the ratio of this? Will be 2:1. Here you can see 2 is there. It's very easy to write the ratio. Here 2 is there and here nothing is there, means what is the 1? That means what is the ratio? 2:1. What is the ratio? 2:1. So this shows that hydrogen atoms combine with the other atom. And what is the ratio? 2:1. Okay, what is the ratio? 2:1. Okay. Now let us see one more example. Okay, that is H2SO4. Okay, so now this is what? This is the compound H2SO4, and what is the name of this compound? Okay, this is the chemical formula of a compound, and what is the name? Sulfuric acid. H2SO4 means what? Sulfuric acid. Okay, so here you can see that the atoms of an element is combined to form a compound in a fixed proportion, or you can say in a fixed ratio, that is simple ratio. Okay, so hydrogen atoms have combined with the other atoms of an element. Okay, so what is the ratio? Let us see. It's very simple. See, here 2 is there, you will write 2. Okay, here in S, this S means what? Sulfur. So you can see nothing is there, means what is the 1? So you will write this ratio 2:1. And how many oxygen atoms are there? 4. That means 4 you will write. So what is the ratio? 2:1:4. Okay, now let us see one more is HCl. Okay, this is the formula of a compound, and what is the name? Hydrochloric acid. Okay, HCl. So what is the ratio of this is that you can see that 1 hydrogen atom is, that means 1 will be there. Here also 1 chlorine atom is there, that means 1 will be there. So what is the ratio? 1:1. So you can see that the atoms combine in a simple ratio. Okay, so today I have taught you about the Dalton's atomic theory. He was an English chemist, okay, and he have proposed the atomic theory, okay, and he gave some main points of about this Dalton atomic theory. So I have told you that 8 main points, and I hope that you have understood all this, okay. And about regarding that syllabus also, that reduced syllabus also you have understood. Okay, so for today up to this much, I hope you have understood and you liked it. Okay, so in my next class I will teach you the new topics. Okay, this chemistry you have learned, you are learning from class 6 only. So in every class you learn new topics, you get new topics to learn. Okay, so now more new topics are there to come. Okay, and it is very interesting also. So it will be very interesting to teach you also. Okay, so for today up to this much. Okay, what is your work is that to see the video properly, and I will give you few questions based on this. So what you have to do is that you have to answer that. Okay, so for today up to this much. Thank you.